Good morning from southwest of Phoenix. We are southwest of the Sierra Estrella Range and getting ready to hike up to Quartz Peak. It's a beautiful area already, though, really nice here. Oh, a little marker right here. Somebody died right here maybe, or what? So there's the trail there. We've been coming up a bunch of switchbacks and we just reached a little level section right now, so we're just taking a rest for a few minutes. Lots of flowers. So there's the summit of Quartz Peak up there. Probably doesn't show up on camera, but we can make out the quartz on the summit already. And it looks like we have about 1,000 feet of elevation to go, according to the GPS too. And the summit of Quartz, I think just about 600 feet higher than here. Well, we're about 300 feet below the summit. The trail's gotten just a little bit harder to follow, I guess, in places up here. It's marked with more rock piles pretty frequently, but some sections are just kind of scrambling over solid rock. All right, we made it to the summit of Quartz Peak. It was an hour and 40 minutes up. I think about 2,400 feet of elevation gain. So here's the summit. It's giant hunks of quartz. This is really nice. And yeah, I read this and it does stay cooler. It's definitely a lot cooler. Feels nice. This is the northeast face. Pretty steep drop off right here for a little bit, then it levels out a little more. Almost like a little forest down there of, I guess, mesquite trees. Out a little further is the Gila River Valley. It's just pretty green. And then the South Mountains right there. So I did a couple summits there yesterday. Oh, this is a cool summit here. This is really neat. It's pretty unique. You don't see the big chunks of quartz too often, if ever. This is pretty unique here. Everything else you want to get to in this range, though, is off trail. This is the only one that has a trail going to the summit. Here's more of the saguaros in bloom. Yeah, they're growing more on the west side of the mountain, not the east side. And then looking west here and spinning around to the north and the rest of the range. That's the highest point of the range, about 500 feet higher than here. Here's a look at downtown Phoenix. with Piastawa Peak in the background. All right, leaving the summit of Quartz. Last look from over here. So I think we're getting back to, it's a little bit less rocky and more of a well-defined trail. It's still well-defined up there, but you can potentially lose it in a few places, but you're gonna find it really fast. It's right on the ridge for the most part, give or take a little bit. Nice prickly pear right here. Haven't seen too many of these. It's more cholla and saguaro. Well, this one just decided to grow straight up versus wasting any nutrition on branches. It's pretty tall. Looks like 30 to 40 feet maybe. We have about 1.3 miles to go. There's another big one right there. Really neat here with all the saguaro. And you just see them all out there, standing straight up. That is so neat looking. We're back at the trailhead now. So round trip was about 5.77 miles. We're at 3 hours and 25 minutes. We stayed on the summit for about 35 minutes, I think. Well, the one on the left is Quartz Peak. You can't really make out the quartz too much from here. Just a little bit. Pretty fun. Great hike and not too difficult, not too long either. Just a long dirt road drive to get to this point, but it's definitely worth it.